Ultra Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Let's give this a go. I'm on a landscape page. Use a pencil and an eraser and hit pause if I go too fast. The reason he's called Ultra, by the way, it's like a DB Legends thing. So some people were asking, like, why is he Ultra with Gogeta? I was like, it's just what they call it on the thing. So let's give it a go. So massive hand. Half the page is hand, half the page is head, basically. So like his head is over this side, and then we'll deal with the hand, right? So let us go. Center point of my page about here, over to the left, down, face in here, quite small. I'll probably have to zoom in for you, okay? So we start with his eyebrow. So we will just do a check mark, kind of a tick, going this way. Right? And then we're square on the end, and then it curves itself down, and we always get smaller when we go down to the front. Okay? Now a lot of the, like his forehead is under fringe, so some of his hair covers this. So his eye, Dragon Ball eye, small line. Well, they're kind of nearly both the same size now on this one. So goes that way, very small, slender eye. And then you just curve it together, like so. And then his iris, just a semicircle underneath the eyebrow because he's kind of looking up. So he's got these frowns sort of in the middle of his forehead. So you got this kind of W shape, you know, this kind of bumping section in between both eyebrows. And then this one, because his head's turned away, we're in 3/4 pose, so his eyebrow goes pretty vertical. It goes up and then curves itself at the end, right? Different now to this side, because we're in a different pose to normal. Square end, and then you bring it back down towards the front into there. Then his eye, small line, and a longer line. Now this is covered by hair, but we'll draw it in anyway, and we can erase afterwards. Longer line there, and then you just join these two lines together at the bottom, and then we will add his iris just in there. So we got some like frowning lines here. Maybe something up the middle. And then his nose comes out from the middle of these bumps, like from the W sort of in the middle of his face. And then it like points back this way. And then they put the shadow on the bottom. He's smiling, he's got kind of an evil sort of grin coming back that way. Looks like his mouth is closed, but we'll open it a little bit by adding this sort of square shape on the bottom. And then some teeth just there. And then we got like a skin stretch there. And a shadow underneath his bottom lip. We also have those check marks on his cheek, going that way. And on this side, they go up under the eye. Always follow the eye for the cheek marks. Okay, so chin. So chin, center line for his face curves this way. Chin's kind of square here. And then we go diagonal. And you change direction for his jaw somewhere here. On the other side, because we're in 3/4 pose, we see his cheek, right? So it curves the opposite direction. So it curves this way, just by his nose. And then you curve around his cheekbone. And then it goes up around for his side of his face, for his brow, and into here. Okay, so different sort of face shape now, both sides. Okay, so his jaw meets his ear somewhere here. And so it just like comes out. Big ears in Dragon Ball. Up to there, goes behind his hair. But we can see some ear lines and things inside. Like that. And he has the Patora, the fusion earring just sort of dangling here. Like so. Hair then. So we've got like this sort of V sort of shape for his fringe. So the hair spikes come out from there. Over his eye on this side. And then back this way. Like that. So then the rest of his hair, so just sort of standard Super Saiyan Goku hair. So we've got like 4 fringe spikes, so 2 more going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then like a layer coming across behind his ear. So like starting small, getting gradually bigger. Then across the front. Like that, and there's one in behind here, I think. All right. There. And then 3 big ones back here. Right, so that's the general shape for his hair, and then we add texture lines all over. So texture lines are just these lines that follow each sort of hair spike in the general direction of the spike, right? Okay, and if you want, you can add more to that, but I'll leave it there. So that's his head, right? So what we can see of his clothing and some of his body, right? So he's got that black sort of kimono sort of crossing at the front of his chest here. And they draw in just like folding lines for his clothing. There's no like muscles and stuff. He's got a collar that comes around his body here. It's fairly baggy, not skin tight or anything. And we've got all these other sort of folding things here. And we've an arm going this way. So like so his wrist and stuff here. Well, there's another hair. Is that ear? There's another hair spike here. Right, and then his waistband and like some of his leg and stuff, right? So let's say like this flowing sort of thing going that way. Then we got a red waistband. This goes underneath his hand somewhere in here. So this is all waistband lines, and it's red. And it's all loose clothing. And his knee goes this way. Right, it goes off my page. Okay. So I guess we gotta like do the hand and then sort of attach it to his body. Let's say, right, so again, the hand is huge, right? So it's like outstretched, forced perspective, crazy big, bigger than, like, it's the whole length of my page, right? So we'll draw the hand and then attach it up to his shoulder, because it's foreshortened, and that means like all these lines are kind of curved and big and stuff. So let's go. Finger here, right? So you just go curved, bumping line. Another one. This is like the tip of his finger, like so. Next section, your fingers have like 3 sections, like 3, 1, 2, 3, right? Okay, and then the back of his hand. So when you outstretch your hand like he's doing, your index finger connects to your thumb, right? So this will go this way, and it'll come like across his body a bit. Around here somewhere. If you go over anything, don't worry. You can just erase what shouldn't be there. And then his thumb goes into his hand here. More wrinkles and stuff. And then when you do this, right, so the way he's doing it, your index finger comes down to your thumb joins the bottom of your hand. See this sort of W shape down here? So your thumb connects to this bottom part of the hand there. So he has all of his fingers coming down this way, right? So this finger comes out, changes direction for knuckle here, and you change direction again for his knuckle coming down this way. And then we curve around for the tip of the finger. It curves back up once, twice, 3 times, because again, fingers have 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 2 knuckles on your finger. But there's forced perspective going on. So like the tip of his finger looks real big, right? Because he's lunging towards us. It's kind of an advanced sort of way of drawing. But just pause it and sort of try and get it as accurate as you can. So then the line comes out here. Change direction for his knuckle around the tip of the finger. See that? And then we go another curved line, and then another curved line. And there's all these sort of wrinkles that like connect to the base of his hand and the skin and all. So we can only see one more finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Yeah. So you go little finger out, change your direction around to there. Okay. And there's just like some extra sort of wrinkle lines and stuff on the hand, you know, his like lifeline and the palm of his hand sort of line, all this kind of stuff. You can draw as much of that as you want. And then we have his fingernails drawn in, just on his fingers like that. Another one here, curving always around the tip of the finger. Like so. That's his hand, right? You can add more details like wrinkles and skin lines and all this kind of stuff if you want. But I'll leave it like that. And we're going to attach this to his shoulder. And everything is foreshortened, right? So everything looks sort of rounder and squished, right? Because it's in the foreground, and that's what makes it look shorter. That's why it's called foreshortening, right? So this comes up around for his loose fitting part, right? So this big sort of letter C, and the inside of this down like that. Then we just have all these curved lines, right? So like for his sleeve, it's all like bicep and shoulder, just going back around like folding lines for his clothing and all this kind of stuff. it just goes in underneath his hair then. Okay. And then we can just see some more clothing just down here. And if you draw over anything like that, I'll erase that. Right. Okay. So hand with the side sort of coming, the bar going, it might go off my page, but the side mostly comes back this way. So we can just see his hand grip. It's right here. So we go like this. Then his thumb is curved over. We don't really see individual fingers. We just see like his thumb this way with some knuckles. Got that way. That's the end of his sleeve. And then like the side will go, the handle for the side will go off my page, but the hook will come back in. So let's see. So we go like up this way. And it's an energy thing, so it doesn't have to be like perfectly straight or anything. Right? And then the hook itself, right, so it comes in, it's got a bit of a bump like this. Now you can fit this in whatever way you want, really. If you want it to be bigger or smaller or spikier. Down this way. I guess it'll come to a point somewhere back here. So if you imagine if you kept going, we'll probably stop it like there. Right, so it'll go back behind his head here. Boom. And I think that's everything. If you want, you can add like, you know, he's taking like a slice. So if you want, you can add energy there if you want. Will I? No, because it'll block the hand. I'll leave it like that. Goku Ultra. Super Saiyan Rose, Goku Black. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.